and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be opening up some more of the Real Littles. This is series 12 of Shopkins from Moose Toys. This will be my second video on the Real Little series, so if you've missed the first one, I will link it at the end of this video. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and we're gonna jump right on in. The first pack that we're going to open is going to be the one that features the cheddar cheese Shopkin over here on the side. The other 7 that we get will be inside this Pringles tube. This is one of the 3 different Pringles cans that we can collect as a mini pack. These do open so that we can put the product inside. It even has the little seal pattern on the top. This Shopkins name is just Cheddar Pringle, and what I really like is that this is actually flexible. So it's not a hard plastic. It feels different than the other series of Shopkins, and it really looks like a stack of Pringles chips. You can see all the little ripples there on the side. This is a common, of course, since we can see it through the package. Everything else in the package looks just like this. This is the tube that's going to hold our 7 other mini packs and Shopkins. And then this is just a display. So these are cardboard. I don't think I mentioned it in my last video, but there's nothing hidden behind those in the packages. And the last thing that we get inside the packages are our checklist. So common, rare, ultra rare, special edition, and limited edition. So we have breakfast and dinner here on the front of our checklist. Drinks and dessert at the bottom. Limited edition Shopkins there. On the back we have pantry and shoes, all of which are special editions. Some sweet snacks, and of course some savory snacks down here at the bottom. There are over 50 to collect in this series, and this was the first little Shopkin that we found in today's video. Let's see what the others are going to be. I'm going to hold this at an angle so you guys can see. You can peel this up if you prefer, but there is a little tear strip right here. So if we rip that, peel this back, we can pull out all of our blind bags like a big long snake. I'm going to cut all of these apart, and then we're going to see which ones came inside this 8-pack. We are going to start with this one here. As you guys can see, it got a little crushed. So this one might not be played with as much as the other ones, but that is okay. The Shopkin inside should still be okay. And I think this box is a duplicate for us. But it is cherry flavored, and here is our blind bag. Let's see, we're going to take our snippers and very carefully cut that blind bag open. And we're going to pull out a favorite of mine. This is Nellie Nutri-Grain. She is a common Shopkin. And what I love about her is that she is hard plastic here, but then the fruit filling is actually squishy. I hope you guys can see that it actually goes back down into her just a little bit. She has the grain detail on the front, and she's also sticking her tongue out. She's also bent like a real Nutri-Grain bar, so they put thought into the front and back of these Shopkins. I'm going to go ahead and put her back into her box. Just like in the real store, a bent box doesn't mean that what's inside is broken or damaged at all. This one just looks like it's been loved a little extra. I think we're going to move on to another sweet snack. These are some Fudge Stripe cookies, original flavor, and then you can see the little Shopkins logo there at the bottom. It even has the little Keebler elf there on the front. So let's see, I think this one opens from the side, and then we're going to pull out our little blind bag. Like we do for everything, we're going to carefully cut it open. And this is Fudgy Stripes. This is another common. And if instead of white, they were just a little bit more yellow, they would look just like the real cookie. Another cute detail is that they have drizzle on the top 2 cookies, but then the bottoms here are also lined just like the real product. This is one of my favorite seasons of Shopkins yet, just because I love anything that's miniature, and these are miniature foods. I think the surprised look on her face is really cute too. We're going to move over to some savory snacks now. This is, of course, a little box of club crackers, and this one is plastic, not cardboard. I wish they were all plastic to avoid some squishing issues, and so they could stand up to a little bit rougher play, but I think that this one is going to be awesome, so we're going to go ahead and pry it open. At the top over there, and we have another new Shopkin to find. Oh, look at that little face. I don't think I've ever seen a Shopkin that has kind of that sleepy smile on their face. This is Corrine Crackers. She has a ton of detail. There's little ridges and little holes there on the front cracker, as well as the back one. And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. That's not glare. There's actually like little bits of orange glitter all over her. See if we can't zoom in. I think that shows it just a little bit better. She is a common find, which means that if you like this one as much as I do, you have a really good chance of finding her. Look how green her eyes are. We're gonna put her back into her little green cracker box. Add her lid and find another snack. I think we're out of snack foods for the ones that we found. So here we have an Apple Jacks cereal box. This is the first cereal that I have found in this series. And to be honest, from the ones that I've seen, the cereals are my favorite. I love the clear that they're supposed to have on them. So hopefully, while I tear up my nail polish on this box, this one is really tight. Yeah, I have destroyed my nail polish already, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish opening up this particular Shopkin. Cut a little slit there. And reveal the cereal one. I just realized that they move in there. They're like little shaker toys. These are by far my favorite. They are so much cuter in person than they looked in their pictures on Instagram. The only thing that I would change about this little Shopkin is I would change the eyes to a different color so they didn't quite blend in as much. But this is so awesome. It makes a really satisfying but not too loud shaking sound, and you can see that they're actually like little rings in there. They look just like the real cereal. I am over the moon, and this is a rare find. So now I hope we find the other cereals as well. I think there's 2 others to collect, maybe 3. This is what the front of our second pack to open looks like. This one features the original Pringles can. It's a little bit turned in there, but we can see the full detail here on our tube in the front. We're gonna go ahead and open this up just like we did the last one. I apologize in advance if you hear any meowing. One of the honey cats is in the studio with me today, and he's being a little bit needy. So these are the 2 from the front of our pack. This is, of course, the original Pringles can, and just like our other Pringles cans, it has the little seal detail there on the top and open so that we can put our Pringles stack back inside. And this little Shopkin's name is Pringles, which is fitting since it's just a stack of Pringles chips. It has the ridges down the side, just like the other ones that we've opened, and the top chip is flexible, but don't worry, it's not coming off. It's on there nice and tight. This is a common Shopkin since we can see it through the pack. That makes perfect sense. And now we're ready to open up the big Pringles can. Here is our giganormous Pringles can. We're gonna go ahead and use our tear strip once again. Rip that open, peel it back, and here's our long chain of blind bags. First up, we have another special edition. These are the Twinkle Toes from Skechers. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up like a real shoebox and take out our blind bag. A little snip snip here, a little snip snip there. We're gonna go ahead and open up our bag. And inside we have a glitter shoe. We have seen this one in a previous video. We'll see if this one holds up just as well. There are a few flakes of gold glitter there on my finger, but it is not coming off in chunks despite it having some dimension there, so that's always great. There is glitter embedded in the bottom of this shoe, just like a real one, with a little bit of texture here on the blue side and the pink top. I love that little face that they make. This one's name is Twinkle Toes Trish, and since we have found one of them before, we'll now have a little pair of them, which is super cute. We're gonna tuck her back into her shoebox and try another box. We found a sweet snack this time. This is some Rice Krispie Treats birthday cake flavor, which is always exciting. I love birthdays. Just like the boxes in the store, this one can be displayed this way, where it's taller, or this way where it's shorter but longer, which I really like. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. I've noticed that these cardboard boxes are very, very stiff in the beginning, but after you've played with them a few times, they're not as stiff to open, so that's always good to know. We have another recyclable blind bag series. I'm loving that companies are finally doing this. And oh my goodness, look at that adorable little Shopkin. So we have like this little Rice Krispie texture all the way around. I hope that's showing up on camera. Then we have some white frosting here on top and some little pastel sprinkles. This is Crispy Sprinkles actually, and he is a common. Next, we're going to move over to the pantry. Here is some Welch's Natural Strawberry Jelly. These ones open up from the bottom. We can take out our cute little Shopkin bag. Inside, we see a little spoon handle. This is Cecilia's Strawberry Spread. We have found her before as well, but she has not lost any of her cuteness. What I didn't notice before is that she has little tiny freckles here along the bottom. The spoon is hard plastic like a regular Shopkin would be, but then the jelly is nice and squishy. So I really like the dual texture of these Shopkins. She is an ultra rare find, which is also really cool, but even if she was a common, I would still like her just as much. Next up, we have a Cheez-Its container, and like the Club Crackers one, this one is hard plastic rather than cardboard, which I really appreciate. We're gonna go ahead and pop this open and take out our blind bag. And I hope you guys can see that already, but this one is super glittery. I don't think the camera is doing that any justice at all. It is beautiful in person. It's a nice orange glitter. See, we have some shedding, but I think most of that is from the little twinkle toe shoe. He looks like all he wants to do is get a snack. He has his little tongue hanging out. His name is Cheez-It, and he is a common. Another thing that I've noticed about this series is that they all stand up on their own. So I really like that they took into account that we were going to want to display these in little grocery store scenes, and they made them where they don't tip over super easily. We have 3 more left to open in this video. Here is a little Marie Callender's chicken pot pie. This is another hard plastic box. And look how delicious that looks on the front. I loved pot pie growing up, although I always went for green beans and corn over peas and carrots. Although I think they're both pretty yummy. We're gonna go ahead and take our blind bag and cut it open very gently. This is Pita Pot Pie. She is a common from the dinner category. She also has her little tongue sticking out, and I've noticed a lot of them have green eyes this series. I absolutely love the little vegetables spilling out of the little pot pie base that she has. And the other thing is that if you wanted to use these in the Barbie house and you didn't want the faces, you could just turn them around. From this angle, it looks delicious and perfect. And then if you do like the sweet little faces, you can turn them this way as well. And if I'm not wrong, these would actually fit into a little dollhouse oven too, so you could actually like pretend to cook the little pot pie. I'm so happy because we found another cereal. I really do want to see all of the cereal ones from this container more than any of the other ones. So we have a little Frosted Flakes box here. I'm going to open that up and take out our blind bag, if it wants to come out for us today. Here is the little clear bag. And instead of having the little rings like the Apple Jacks one has, this one just kind of has a big clump. So you can still shake it, it still moves around, although I kind of wish that these were all individual, or at least in some smaller chunks so that it looked like cereal rather than something that's been glued together for a kindergarten art project. But I love the clear bag, and I love the fact that you can shake them. I think that a lot of thought went into this one. I think the Apple Jacks one is still going to be my favorite for now. There are, in fact, 4 different cereals to collect, so I'm going to have to wait till I see all 4 before I make up my mind. Like some of the other products, this one's name is just the name of the product. So this is Frosted Flake, and it is a common in the breakfast category. And last but certainly not least is the Swiss Miss Hot Chocolate Mix. So we're going to go ahead and peel the top off here, lift out our blind bag, and go snip, snip right across the top. So it's a little plastic mug. I can actually like tap on it. but the whipped cream on the top is squishy. I hope you guys can see that. It's making a cute little face. And on this one, they actually changed the name from Swiss Miss to Miss Swiss for the Shopkin. That is a tongue twister for sure. Miss Swiss and her container are an ultra rare find, and they are, of course, from the drink category. Thank you so much, fellow bats, for joining me for today's video. It is that time to choose favorites. So I think for my favorite container, I'm going to choose a type of container, and I really like the little plastic boxes because I think they're more durable than their cardboard counterparts, and they are much easier to open those first few times. For my favorite Shopkin, this is so hard, but I have narrowed it down to 2, so I'm going to pick 2 today. I really love the little Apple Jacks cereal. I think that having a shakeable Shopkin is one of the coolest things I've seen yet from them. And my second favorite is, of course, our little pot pie. I love that we are starting to see some healthy food options in toys, rather than the same old ice cream, cupcakes, and junk food. What are your guys' thoughts and your favorites? Please leave me those down in the comments below. I love reading them. While you're down there, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It lets YouTube know to show my channel to more people so that they can find me just like you did. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye for now.